Welcome back. Tonight, new technology is normalizing the way people spy on each other.
That's right. And as more and more of the details of our private lives end up in text, on social media, and in photos, it's also leading to more and more people snooping on cell phones. In a new survey by Whistle Out, a company that studies cell phones, half of the 1,600 Americans participating admitted to snooping on a partner's phone. And that included checking texts, social media, and photos. And in a smaller study by the Washington Post, owners of surveillance cameras like Ring and Nest said they monitored neighbors, housekeepers, and babysitters without telling them.
Very interesting. Well, joining us now from California, Sherri Riggs, social media manager at Whistle Out. Sherri, thanks so much for your time today.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk about this study with you.
So Sherri, why are people spying on each other?
Well, there are a few reasons, but our study found that people are mainly snooping on their partner's phones due to suspicion. So those suspicions could be cheating, talking to an ex, browser history, or maybe even inappropriate photos, anything along those lines. But 31% of people in our study say it's okay to snoop if you're suspicious of your partner.
With more and more of our private lives becoming digitized, how much is technology normalizing the way people keep tabs on each other? Is this becoming more common?
Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily normalizing it, but it is making it easier to maybe access your cell phones, or now we even have smartwatches and tablets, laptops, smart TVs that are all connected to our phones, to all of our information. So it's making it easier for loved ones or even strangers potentially to look up our information and see what we're doing online.
Sherri, you said that 31% of people think it's okay to snoop around. For those people who do think it's okay, are they the ones who are doing the snooping, or are they the ones who are getting snooped on?
They are the ones doing the snooping. Yeah, we found that of the people who say it's okay to snoop, 48% of women think it's okay, and about 31% of men think it's okay to snoop if you're suspicious of your partner.
So what happens in these relationships after people look or snoop on each other's phones? What's the fallout?
Yeah, so there's a few different things that can happen with this fallout. We actually found that 60% of people who snoop, nothing really happens to the relationship, but there is about 40% that end in breakups or arguments over snooping.
Are those marriages or just dating relationships? What kind of relationships are those breakups?
Yeah, so these breakups can be anything from marriages to short-term relationships. We asked people, anybody who has been in a relationship, and we didn't really specify marriage or dating for this question.
So, Sherri, your study, it dealt with phone snooping, but what about those who spy on their neighbors or people around them with, cameras that are installed at their homes and different things like that?
Right. Well, technology is kind of a double-edged sword. It can be great for us. It keeps us and our families safe and our property safe, but it can be used to potentially spy on other people or put back on ourselves. They can be hacked and stuff like that. So it's hard to say with technology which way it goes. It can be used for good or bad.
Sherri, we only have a few seconds left. What was the general takeaway of this study for you all?
The general takeaway is that you need to be really communicative with your partner when it comes to your cell phone, because you can avoid these fights, you can avoid these breakups if you have solid rules set with looking at each other's phones and stuff like that.
Yeah. Really good advice. Sherri Riggs with Whistle Out. Sherri, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much.